Hi, chat. Hello, everybody.
Ahem. Just come in coughing.
Hi. We have somebody special here with us today.
Is it me?
Yeah, it's you.
I'm special? I didn't know I was special. I thought I was somebody, but I didn't know I was special.
You're
So thank you for
special.
saying that.
And and we have something cool today. So a feedback we got last time was that that people didn't know when you were talking. So we set up something today that actually shows that when you talk, you light up. So it's hopefully it's more interactive and people actually know when you're talking.
Well, that's fun. I'll just talk the whole time and then my light will be up the whole time and it won't help at all because I'll just be lit the whole time.
No, and you're also bouncing if you can see your effect. Like when you talk, you're actually bouncing.
I know. Let me look. I didn't look at I don't want to Oh my gosh. No,
Yeah,
I didn't look
you
at
can test
myself. I
it.
didn't know this is what I looked like. Wait, is it like
So
okay.
yeah, so when you stop talking, it like dims, and then when you start again, it like bounces and then lights up.
Okay, it's a vibe. I love a vibe. So I'm okay with this. I'll do
Yeah.
it now. I was like, maybe I won't do it, but I'll do it.
Hi, six classers in chat, and also, by the way, I'm sorry, folks. Jade is not here today, but we have summer intern here today. Jade unfortunately has a couple of health issues that's bestowed upon her. I don't think bestowed is the right word, but
Bestowed.
I couldn't think of anything else. So yeah, but Jade's modding in chat. Her fingers are available, but her voice and eyes aren't. Well, maybe her eyes, like one eye is. But yeah, so welcome everybody. I'm Julia, aka Style Piggy, associate producer here at Meta Theory, and we have
Summer intern. I almost said my name.
here comes the summer intern reveal that we didn't plan for. So
Oops.
majestic, so demure. What a fantastic PNG tuber guest.
So
Yes!
demure. So demure.
I'm glad. Yes, so this is yeah, I'm glad Sixth Classer recognized that this is actually what PNG tubers do. Which is using like an image and reactive image in case people didn't know. So yeah. Reveal. Yeah, so some current events. We haven't had wow, my English cannot English today. We hadn't had I can't we haven't had an AMA for a while. We skipped last week, we postponed it to today, because we couldn't get a last minute co-host, and I'm sure people were would be sick of me talking by myself. So
That's not
um
true.
I think it's
I
super,
wouldn't say that.
I would say. But
I'd listen
yeah,
to you.
thanks. So
You're
do you
welcome.
know what happened recently, Summer Intern? Are you plugged into like the current crypto market, or even like the whole market economy outside of crypto and Web3?
Am I in the know? No. I would say no. I'm not
Okay.
in the
Okay. But
know.
you do know about the whole like very demure thing.
Yes, that's like all I know is we're very demure.
Hi Gears. Welcome back to the chat. Last AMA we had Gears. This AMA we have Summer Intern. So Summer Intern, since you don't know, let me give you the lowdown. Like I have some numbers here, and then I want to see your reaction, or sorry, hear your reaction because we can't see you. Um, so earlier this month, we had kind of like the worst week in crypto in the sense that Ethereum went down close to 2,000. And
Hmm.
even yeah. So in comparison, just so you
Not
know,
demure.
yeah, not demure. So just as context, Ethereum was like we were up. I want to say around like close to 3,500, like just a month before, like in July. But then that 1 week in August, like early August, we hit like almost 2,000. We dropped to almost 2,000 when the high was like 3,500 just a month before. Isn't that crazy?
It's a little too crazy. Too crazy for me.
Okay. That's just Ethereum. Bitcoin went from 60K all the way down to 50K, but it bounced back, so that's okay. But still, that
So that's okay.
that week, that whole day, that day was actually August 5th. I can even tell you the date and time. Actually, no, I cannot.
No,
It's the
tell
whole
me.
week. So
Tell
it
me the
started
date
on
and time.
August. It started on August 5th, and then it just like that whole week was like crazy. Yeah, because that week also was the week of Asia Blockchain Summit in Taiwan, and so I was hanging around with a bunch of Web3 crypto industry people, and everybody that's all everybody could talk about. Well, one of the things that everybody could talk about. So it was really rough for people who are like deep into crypto. I mean, we're in Web3, so I wanted to talk about this in case people here, I'm sure the community who are into crypto trading or just in general have hold a big bag, like definitely felt this. Like a couple of us in DuskBreakers and in Meta Theory were talking about it too, because a lot of us have like our savings in crypto. Yeah. Date and time. I can't. Sorry, Jade. I can't. I don't have the date and time, but I can tell you that day when
We
like
won it. Date and time.
I can't. It was August August 6th morning of my time where people were pinging me left and right and was like, "Oh my god. Look, check your MetaMask, check your wallet." And I was like, "Oh my god, it shrunk so much." And I couldn't believe it. It was crazy. It was very sad. But it's okay. This isn't new to us, like the cycle thing. So I wasn't too worried about it, but I'm not one of those that had like a bunch of savings in crypto, so that was okay. But
Well,
you
that's
should
all that matters, is that you're okay.
Is this?
It's all that matters. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's some current events. Was that interesting? Did you know that was
I think
happening?
if we want to do like even more current, like super current events, uh we should talk about how you are currently wearing a Taylor Swift shirt.
Oh, you
And
can't even
is that
tell. You
from
saw.
I can tell, I can tell. Is that for me or who's that for?
I guess you can think of it. It's for you, but also just
Well, it's not for me
I
then.
like
It's fine.
Taylor,
Never
so
mind. You know what? Forget
also
about
I'm
it.
a
It's not for
Swiftie,
me.
so you're not the only Swiftie here.
I'm not the only, but I'm the most important one.
That's true. That's true. You keep the Swiftie references alive. And I just wear the shirt. I just like I'm such a Swiftie poser. Wanna be Swiftie.
I wanted to say that, but I didn't know if that was me.
It's not. I'm such a poser. It's okay. Sorry, I had to take a water break. So, summer intern, do you have some questions for me?
No. No question.
No?
No
Okay.
questions, no
Then I have
notes.
questions for you if you don't have questions for
No,
me.
don't ask me anything. I'll ask the questions. I
Okay.
take it all back.
Okay. Cool.
So,
Hi.
Julia, if I can call you by your first name,
Yes. Can
what
I call you by your first name? JK, I won't.
mm, What major developments or milestones in Web3 have caught your attention over the past year? Just curious. This is me just like off the top of my head. Like I'm wondering.
That's a very specific question off the top of your head, but that's also a very good question. Um, so in Web3, actually, they're in like a general front, not just in gaming. There's this thing that's popping up, called, I don't know if you've heard about it, but it's called real world asset tokenization. The RWA, f- in short, like for short. So, have you heard about it?
Oh, Rawa? RWA? Yeah.
Yeah, Raw.
No,
Yeah.
actually, no.
That's okay. I mean, I can give you. I'm not like super deep into it, as in like, I'm not like personally bought into, like, I bought these type of tokens. No, but I find it very interesting because one of my close friend is actually in it. Like, she's part of a project that does real world asset tokenization for their stable coin. So
Mm.
what that means is, do you know things about stable coins?
They're,
Hello?
s-
I
they're stable?
Yes, stable coins are stable. So there's a couple of stable coins, and I always have this question, like, how do stable coins keep their price? Like, how are they stable? They're named stable coins because they're supposedly a 1-to-1 ratio with like actual USD
Mhm.
fiat money. So, for example, USDC is a stable coin. So one USDC, you're supposed to get one USD back. That's the definition of a stable coin. But
Mm,
I
I'm
always
there.
wonder, like, how do you actually keep stable? And then the answer I always get is like, oh, they're pegged to the dollar. And I'm like, what does that mean? Do you know what that means?
No, I hope you
Really?
tell
Because,
me.
oh, damn it. I was hoping that
Was
you
I
knew, and I
supposed
was
to
like,
answer that?
oh, okay, cool. Let's move on from
Oh,
that.
because I'm American?
No, are you? I didn't even know that. You just revealed something about yourself.
I'll
But no.
slowly condense who I am until people figure it out.
So I'll tell you what I know. It's like, this is what people have been telling me about stable coins. They're pegged to the dollar. They're basically the, whoever issues the stable coin, they have this amount. So, for example, if they're issuing 1 million USDC stable coin, they have 1 million USD worth of actual currency locked up to fund the actual 1 million stable coin. Does that make sense so
Mm,
far?
I'm with
Or am
you.
I
I'm like right there
okay?
with you.
Awesome. Hopefully. So what's the RWA backed stablecoin is basically, um instead of having currency fiat money locked up to fund the stablecoin, they have real world asset. This can be like real estate, this can be
Mm.
commodities, this can be bonds that are locked up and identified and valued for to actually back up the stable coin. Does that make sense?
I feel you. That's Rawa, real world assets. Rawa. Yes.
Bro, yeah. So I mean, there's a bunch of like technology that like calculation and technology that goes behind it. But the even that idea, like having real raw, that's so hard. It's so hard for me to say real world asset. Like, that's the thing for me. Raw, to have raw backed stablecoin, to me makes more sense than having like currency locked up. I don't know why. But to me, it just makes more sense.
Hmm. Wait, can
So,
I ask you a
yeah,
follow-up
yeah,
question?
yes, of
Um,
course. Ask away.
okay. My follow-up question is like you said earlier that your close friend, I think,
Yeah.
was Rawa or something
Yes.
with that.
Yes.
But like Who's closer of a friend, me or this close friend that you randomly brought up that I've never heard about before? Like, I'm just rate us on stream.
I don't know. Do you want the truth or do you want like the white lie?
I want the white lie. I want a white lie.
You want a white lie? Oh,
Yeah.
well, the white lie is that y'all are both close, like same degree.
What the heck was the truth then? What was the truth?
The truth is, I have not seen you in real life, but I've seen this friend in real life, so take it as you will.
It's meaningless. Okay, next question.
But no, I wanted to tell you like so technically you can do raw of for anything. Like you can do raw like as Jade said, like raw boba. Like you can tokenize boba based on real world asset. You can tokenize coffee. You can tokenize anything essentially.
I love the idea that Rawa is going to be like appraised. I don't think it was previously, but please carry this forward, Rawa.
But doesn't that sound interesting? Or you're more interested in raw.
Rawa.
Okay. Yeah, so that's so to answer your question in a very long way, I think raw tokenization is very like drawing my attention. Um, yeah, in the Web3 space.
No, I mean, I think the point was we're not as good of friends as I thought we were, which is fine, which I'm okay with, you
I didn't
know.
say that. I
It's
literally said
fine.
like the
It's
same
fine.
amount.
Next question. Next question.
Jade said tokenized T Swift shirt. Oh my god, yeah, we could totally do that.
Well,
Like
because Jade
issue
gets me.
a million USDTS to stand for Taylor Swift. Duh.
You're just trying to get on
Um
my good side now. That's what everybody does when they're on the bad on my bad side. They're like, "Oh, Taylor Swift," and I'm like, "Oh, okay, I love you. You're
are
doing great."
we
I'm like,
Yo says, are we hurting feelings live on Twitch? Yes. Please make some popcorn. Getting so much good cereal this stream. Maybe a raver can raw their gravitonium pebbles or one of
"Bro,
the
what?"
artifacts. Yeah. Yeah,
This is just
nice.
question one. There's so many more
If
questions.
y'all don't know, Sixth Classer makes content about breakers, so y'all should check it out on our Discord. By the way,
Well,
join us in our Discord, follow our Twitter and all that if you have not yet.
I mean, if we want to be for real though, sixth classer never followed up. It's I'm gonna call it a promise. It wasn't a
Okay.
promise, but I'm gonna call it a promise to make a well, kind of to redo that like special effects video that I did that I was really embarrassed about doing. And then he was like,
Ah.
"Oh, I'll make it." And then I'm just saying, like, you didn't, and he
Yeah, what
didn't,
happened? We're waiting for it,
and
Sixth
it didn't
Classer.
happen. And
Oh,
it's
being
fine.
called out. Being called out by
It just
Summer
wasn't
Intern.
very raw of you.
Not very
Not
demure.
not demure at all. Not very mindful, not very petite. That's all. Okay, question. I'm gonna ask you a question, Julia.
Go ahead. Sorry,
Could
I just had water. Yeah.
oh, jeez. Could you share your perspective, okay, on the latest trends emerging in the Web3 space? What do you find most promising or concerning?
Um, so in case I don't know if people are into this at all, but it's actually a very common thing in crypto and Web3 is that we use Telegram. I don't know if anybody else in chat uses or anybody outside our company that are in chat uses it. But even when I'm like at events and stuff, like the way we contact each other is through Telegram, just because of the security measures. It's been a thing, like a tool for all the Web3 space people, crypto blockchain folks to have it like handy on their phone. QR code. Oh, swipe my QR code. We don't use Discord. We don't use we don't use WhatsApp. We don't use WeChat. We use Telegram. So there's this trend that's been popping up on Telegram, which is there's a bunch of mini apps that are being built. I am sure some of you might have heard of it, like Hamster Combat, Notcoin, like those type of mini games, like Tap to Earns. So that trend is like super prevalent now, and if you're not on it, I urge you to check it out. I think it's very, very, um, I want to say very easy to be onboarded. Like you've heard people
Very
say,
demure.
very demure. You've heard people say in like in the past, like maybe sorry, not like 100 years ago, but like maybe just a couple months ago in Web3 space, or like you'll hear this project or that project be like, oh, we're trying to onboard the Web2 users onto Web3. You we're all trying to do that, right? Like a lot of game projects, a lot of launchpad projects, like a bunch of projects are that's their goal. And are they actually hitting that goal? I don't you can't really tell, right? But Telegram as a platform to onboarding Web2 users onto Web3, there has been a bunch of traction there. It's increased its users, like its total users, Telegram users have increased to almost WeChat level. I think right now it's about like 950 million users on Telegram, which is on its way to surpassing WeChat. And WeChat is mostly used in China and parties like people who want to talk to people in China. So and Telegram is much more global than that. So yeah, so those mini apps, that's very, very promising for the Web3 space. Anything that's
May
concerning? Yeah, sorry.
Oh, I was gonna say, may I make two no, actually, it's not
Yes,
two
go
comments.
ahead.
One's a comment and one's a question. So my comment, I'll start with my comment. My comment is I love, like, literally, I'm obsessed with the way you say mini. You always say meanie, and I love it, and it makes me wanna say it meanie because I think it's perfect, and you couldn't do better. And my question, though, is, like, we keep talking about Web3, which obviously implies that there's a Web 1, Web 2, Web 3. So I'm gonna ask you to rate me, and where do you think I lie in the phases of Web 1, Web 2, Web 3? Rate me.
I rate you. Okay. I
Yeah.
definitely think you're past Web 2 because you're here, right? We're in Web
Oh,
3.
that's so
We're
sweet. Thank you.
building on the blockchain. So you're definitely past Web 2. Um, but are you fully Web 3? I don't know. Can I ask you some questions and in
No,
return in
you know
response to
me.
that?
You know me.
Then I would think I want to say Web 2.5 then, which is generally what
Okay.
the what Web3 game projects are. They're pretty much Web 2.5. They're not fully Web 3 yet, but they're Web 2.5.
It's very nice. Thank you.
Is
I just
that is
wanted
that
to know.
okay?
Should I rate you? I'm just kidding.
Up to you. I don't mind.
No, I would give you like a 3.4 out
Is
of
that
10.
pi? No, pi is
Just
3.14 out of 10.
yeah.
Okay, that makes more sense. Summer intern forgot Web 0. Feelings are gonna
man.
get hurt again. Yeah, I hope you have your popcorn ready. I thought if we Sixcaster said I thought if we were talking about the cheesy webcomic and that promise, I guess I'll have to make that up then. Did you see what he wrote?
Well, you know what? I'll believe it when I see it on Twitter. If it doesn't end up on Twitter, it's not real to me.
Agreed. Agree! And then that's lightning round Web3 trivia. Ooh, we should have that.
No.
We should actually make that like a Jeopardy. Like a Jeopardy category.
We should do Taylor Swift
Idea.
Twitter.
Oh, Taylor Swift could be the other category. Oh my god, we should do a company Jeopardy.
I would do
idea
that.
for idea for
Next
summer
game
intern.
night.
Yes, exactly. We should totally create our own Jeopardy. What were we talking about? Rep 3. Yes, Web 3. I don't know. I say who mini app. How do you say mini app?
You don't always say mini. You're saying mini because you're trying to be cool now. Sometimes you say meanie, and it's my favorite
Mini
thing.
app.
Don't change that because I love it.
I don't know what
I
I say.
love it.
Sometimes I say stuff.
It's
Okay,
like when
cool.
people say GIF, it's like that. And I'm like,
GIF.
oh, that's not right. But I think it's really cute that you say it that way.
GIF.
It's obviously
GIF.
GIF.
GIF. It's all. I say
It's
GIF
obviously
actually.
GIF.
I'm team GIF.
You do. No, you don't. Do you?
I'm team GIF.
Wow.
Do you say
Okay.
Giphy
Well,
or Jiffy?
why would I say either? When does that come up?
Giphy.com, where you find your gifts.
It's Jiffy. No, we're done here. Okay, next question. We're done. No more commentary. I'm not talking with you anymore. I'm just asking you questions.
Okay.
So, next question.
Yes.
For those keeping up and keeping score, it's question number 3.
Okay. Nice. Nice.
As someone active, not just in the Web3 community, but building in the industry, what type of events do you typically attend? I never get invited, so what are you invited to? What do you go to? What am
I'm
I
not
missing out
invited.
on?
I'm not invited to any. I just go. Just because I'm super interested in it. So for example, what's the question you asked? Oh yeah, the type. What events do I typically attend? So, I like to attend two types of events because we're like a crossover between games and Web3. So I like to go to game related events like GDC, any local game conferences. We just went to TGDF, and we talked about it a little bit on stream, which is like a Taiwan Taipei Game Developers Forum. Um, so yeah, so it's like a mini GDC in Taiwan. And then we also have like Taipei Game Show. So anything like game related, I love going. And love learning about what indie developers are cooking up these days because I think those games are super interesting and very innovative, as well as getting to play like blockbuster games and like big publisher games. So yeah, that's on the gaming front, and on the Web3 front, I like to go to like anything Web3 builder types, like a builder type event. You not hackathons usually because um those are more for
You
folks.
don't
I feel
hack.
like I don't hack. Yeah, I don't hack.
Let's be
Feels
real. You
bad.
don't hack.
And you
So,
really need like a group of friends or like people that you work with that also want to go with you, right? Let's be real. And I have no friends like that, so yeah.
oh
So
my god, I literally keep trying to be your friends, and you won't be my
will you go to hackathon with me?
I can't hack.
Well,
I'm trying to
hackathons
learn HTML5 so I can make a dating sim, and it's not going well. I'll say that much.
Oh my god, that would be so cool. But yeah, if you learn like how to do it, I could totally enter us into some hackathons. Um, Yeah.
Could you imagine? And we win, and we like make a Taylor. It would definitely be Taylor Swift related. Let's be
Would it?
honest.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah. Would it? What do you mean, would it? Like, you're part of this. It would.
Ooh, Six Caster said, I wonder if there will be any Web3 presence at TwitchCon next month. I've never noticed anything unlike it. Do you go to TwitchCon, Six Caster? TwitchCon has always been something that like I want to go as a streamer, but then it's always like so far from me, like, and it's so like expensive that I just live vicariously through my streamer friends. And then
Oh, so you
yeah.
do have friends. Okay. No,
Streamer
it's fine.
friends or like
That's
streamers,
fine.
popular streamers that I pretend
Oh,
to
it's
be friends
fine.
with, that I'm friends with.
That's whatever.
But yeah. Oh, and then yeah, there. So the actually, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, there were a couple. So there's a couple of Web3 events in Taiwan recently, and also like back, like 2 years ago, like we have Taipei Blockchain Week, we have ETH Taipei, like things like that. I know like in the States there's more like ETH Denver that was like that's super big, ETH NYC. I'm sure Jade could name more, like much more, and then some events were token gated that you have to have um certain NFT or have certain cryptocurrency to be able to attend. They'll actually check your wallet, etc. I thought that was cool. So and yeah, so most recently I actually attended a Web3 event called I mentioned it earlier, called Asia Blockchain Summit. That was a event that I attended most recently, and I want to share like some of the things that I've learned with y'all, and also like some of the people that I've met, and basically just cool events that was happening. That really, even though it happened during like what when like crypto went really down and when the market was really down, it was still like you can still feel the vibe that it was like everybody's still super excited, etc. So
You
yeah, let
are
me
the
share my
vibe.
screen. What did you say? Sorry. What did you say, Summer
You're the
Intern?
vibe. You are the vibe.
You're the vibe.
100%. I'm
Let me
no.
share my screen though. Hello. Hello, let me share my screen. Oh yeah, it's sharing. Cool. So yeah, so if you don't know Asia Blockchain Summit, Joseph Gordon Levitt was here. Do you know him? Summer
That is
Intern?
so rando.
I guess you're
That
not a
is
fan.
what is he
You
in? I'm trying to think.
like
I
movies
know
or
his
like
name. Yeah, name a movie he's in.
oh my gosh, 10 Things I Hate About You. Dark
Oh,
Knight, the
Dark
trilogy,
Knight. Where's
Inception,
oh,
uh like the
oh my
biker the
gosh.
bike messenger one that I loved, but I forgot the movie name of it. I'm sorry. He was
Bike
also
Messenger.
recently in that series about Uber founder. He played the Uber founder,
Oh my
and
gosh.
he's in some upcoming Netflix stuff too.
I
Five
feel
oh yeah,
bad.
sorry, 500 Days of Summer. I specifically didn't name that one
Ooh.
because that one's so overplayed and overhyped, even though I liked it.
I haven't seen any of those. I'm
But yeah,
sorry.
it's
I feel
okay.
bad. Those are popular things, and I think I should know this
But
man.
have you
And
heard of those things?
500 Days of Summer for sure.
Okay.
For sure.
Dark Knight, like the Batman Begins
Oh,
trilogy.
Batman. But who is he? He's not
He's like
Batman.
Robin. He was supposed to be Robin.
Robin. He was supposed to be, or was he? Is he
Yeah.
Robin,
No,
or is he not
so
Robin?
on the I believe, okay, please correct me if I'm wrong, chat, but on the third, like the last trilogy, he was like one of the cops that was supposed to turn into Robin in the future. But you can't tell that he was Robin. Like you wouldn't know. I don't know. I don't know if you knew, but it was like he wasn't Robin yet, but you could tell that they were like laying the foundation for him
Oh
to become
my
Robin.
God, that feels very specific. So was he Robin or was he not Robin?
I don't know, look up Wikipedia.
I don't want to look it up. I want you to tell me. Was he Robin or
I
was
I
he not
can't I
Robin?
can't tell you because I don't remember. It was so long ago. But I can tell you he was in 500 Days of Summer and he was in
Okay.
10 Things I Hate About You. I can't believe you don't know 10 Things I Hate About You.
Isn't that where that thing comes from? Where it's like, pick me, choose me, love me. No, that's not
A
from
pick
that.
me girl.
Never mind. Never mind.
It
That's not
is.
from
It
that.
is.
Is it? No, it's not. Is it? It's
No,
not.
pick
I don't
me,
think it
choose
is.
me as Grey's Anatomy.
It's Grey's Anatomy. I've never
Yeah,
seen that in my life.
it's
Grey's
Meredith
Anatomy.
Grey.
Pick
Meredith Grey
me,
is the
choose me,
original pick me girl.
love me. Really? I'm learning a lot.
Oh yeah, he did play Snowden in like the what is it called? What's that movie called? It's called don't tell me. It's called the word like it's a word for a snitch, but not really. Okay, I can't I
Snitches
can't.
get stitches.
No. Like
Snitches get
snitch
stitches. The
snitch
movie.
in the corporate world, not narc. Narc is like more like police world. Snitch in the corporate world. What do you call the whistleblower? Whistleblower.
Tattletale?
Is
Oh,
that a movie name though? Sorry, I don't know.
it feels like a movie name.
Yes,
I would name
Duststorm
a
GG.
movie
Thank
that.
you, whistleblower. Yeah. Okay. So sorry, we're so off tangent. So he was there. So he's actually super into tech. He's into like democratizing information. And that's what blockchain is for. So also, you if you don't recognize this guy is Vitalik. He's like the godfather of ETH. He's the founder. He created Ethereum. So he was also there. So they were all in a panel together. I want to show you some stats. So this is Audrey Tang. This is used to be Taiwan's for used to be Taiwan's digital minister. She was actually the first digital minister. Um, so they were all in a panel together. This guy is the Microsoft research economist. So they were all in a panel talking about like just in general like democratizing information and everything. I can't tell you specifically what they talked about because I was just like starstruck of all of them, so I just took a bunch of photos. So here are the
Yeah,
photos I took.
because he might have been Robin. You were like, oh my god, that guy might have been Robin.
Yeah, but
Can't pay attention.
so yeah, they were so actually Audrey and Vitalik was in another panel together. But I didn't actually get to attend the fully on this one, so I couldn't catch what they were saying in the beginning. I only attended like the last few minutes, so you can tell I was like very back in the back. The place was huge though. If you can see like the top right photo here, it's like that's how big the venue was, like the main stage. It was crazy. It was like actually pretty fun. Um, yeah. And then but I remember this I went to this stage which is like what do you meme with the founder of Meme Land, 9gag, Stakeland. And it was really funny the way that they said it. Like Ray was like telling people how he started Meme Land, like he and how he started 9gag. Like people don't care about like any serious stuff. People just care about memes. So that's how they created Meme Land, as well as 9gag. And they found a way in Web3. Um, so I thought that was really cool. So he was basically going on about like his founding story for Meme Land. No questions? Okay. Yeah. Next. Those are main stages. I was waiting for you to ask me anything, but I paused for any comments.
I loved the pause. I did love the pause. I was like, oh, she's pausing for me.
Okay, so we're running behind on time, so let me get through this real quick. I think
I
we
know,
talked
that's why I
about.
have no questions because I already took up
Sorry.
too much time.
But this is, oh my god, this is the most interesting part of the conference. Like, I spent most of my time on the floor, walking the floor, meeting people, meeting other project builders, especially like game projects. Like, in this summit, in this event, actually there was a lot of Telegram and Ton builders, as well as traditional Web3 builders. I say traditional, but Web3 builders aren't traditional at all. This is such a young space, but we're moving so fast. So Ton was a big topic in this
Mm.
space. Like, you'll notice in the top bottom right, you see those showgirls. We call them showgirls in Taiwan. Pushing that cart with bananas. That was for the banana project on Telegram, on Ton. And they're basically just handing out bananas with QR codes, and I thought that was really funny. And the
Real bananas?
real bananas that you could eat.
Ooh,
Yeah,
okay.
so I
I love
thought it was really, yeah, it's really funny. And then the
that's
top
fun.
two photos are the more like traditional, like maybe 2.5 um game
Oh, where
projects.
I'm at,
Yeah.
supposedly.
And you'll notice some like what do you call it? Easter egg. Top right one is Sakuru, which is one of our partners. Also had a like a huge space demoing their games. So I thought that was really cool. Okay, moving on. So we actually sponsored, well, we demoed our game in one of the side events for ABS, which is called Game on Taiwan. So you'll notice, like, look, DuskBreakers on the screen. We had a huge panel with 3 screens running, like game running, and people could actually play the game live. And it's just really chill vibes. It's for gamers. It's like gaming focused side event. So more pictures here, and we had like some on-site challenges. If people could succeed in um, defeating the Queen Gribble in one run, they could pick their swag. They can get a bucket hat, Dustbreaker bucket hat, or our art book, our art and lore book. And only
Mm.
2 people were actually close enough to defeat it. But because they tried really hard, so I was like, okay, you guys can pick your prizes. And one person picked a bucket hat and one person picked the art book, so that was really cool. Yeah, it was so nice.
Wow.
We had like we had Telegram builders, we had Sakuru games come and demo their game. We also had Poglins, one of our partners as well. Geno Pets was there. Um, a couple other like Ton Society folks were there, which is the local official arm of Ton Foundation. So we had them. They are speaking as well, and we had a Smash tournament as well, where people won prizes. They won a pizza float, as well as like 100 USD worth of Ton coins on top of like shots and stuff. It was fun. It wasn't rowdy. It wasn't like anything. It was just super. It was like GDC vibes, but in Taiwan. So it was really cool. And I got to share Duskbreakers with folks. So that was fun.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah,
Not
of
supposed to.
course.
My
You
questions
don't. It's
are not
okay.
supposed to. Oh, too. But
Yeah,
I'm
ask
going
away.
against my programming. Um, if you had to choose between a Dustbreaker's hat or the art and lore book, what would you choose?
Mm, that's tough because I have both, so I don't know.
Oh, must be nice. I have neither. Nobody gives me anything.
So what would you choose? What would you choose then, since you have neither?
Ooh, you're flipping the script. Okay.
Don't dish out
Okay.
what you can't take. Is that the saying? How the saying goes?
I think I would choose the hat only because
Mm,
I could show it off more. Like I'm never gonna be able to be
mm,
like, oh, huh, let me walk around my book and show everybody my book. You know what I mean? Like that's not gonna happen
yeah.
in this life. But at least I could wear the hat and people would
Mm,
be like, oh, I like your hat,
that's true.
which they would
Actually,
definitely say.
there we got interest for both. Like, there were people who were like, "Ooh, yeah, I love the bucket hat," and there were people like, "Ooh, I want me some art book." I'm like, "Oh, cool. Do you want to look at it first?" So like, "Oh my god, this is so cool. I would love to show like my kids or have it as a um like a reading material for guests to their house, and I was like, that's cool. Like, I thought that was really interesting.
Mhm.
So yeah.
Yeah. I want to use, fun fact, the art and lore book as a yearbook, and I want to make everybody sign it and say, "Have a good summer."
Oh, oh my God, I should totally do that. We should totally do that. You should totally do that, but you don't have one.
Oh,
But I
I'm
have
gonna
one,
do it.
so
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, yeah. I don't have one, but when I get one,
Okay, okay. We'll save one. We'll save one for you. Yeah, so
that's
this
delightful.
that was the I think is that it? Is this the last slide? Yes, it is. Okay, so yeah, I don't think we do we have time to go with the other questions? If not, we can answer some community questions. You know what? Let's answer some community questions first, and if we have time for the other questions, we'll you can ask me after the community questions because I want to be able to answer these community questions since we didn't get to last week.
Oh, so you're
Is that
saying I
okay?
was long-winded, which is that's fine.
No, no,
Okay.
no. I want to
Uh,
get to your questions because I think they're interesting as well. But yeah, let's answer some community questions. We got a couple of good ones this week.
okay, so community questions. Any new progress for the collection recently?
That's a good question. And yeah, we have a
Thank
new
you.
content. You didn't ask it. You're asking on behalf of the community members. This one is by DNAM, I think. Yeah, so we actually do have a new content update down the road. Unfortunately, I can't give you any concrete dates, but if you were paying attention to our socials and our AMAs in the past, our summer intern, aka summer intern here, um, leaked leaked some stuff. So if you haven't seen it, you can go back to the archives and check it out.
I forever want to be known as summer intern, aka summer intern.
aka summer intern.
I love
Yes, you
that.
are known as that. That is what you're known for. So yeah.
Okay, next community question that I'm taking credit for.
Yeah.
Um,
All of it you're taking
when
credit for.
Yeah, I like credit. I'll take credit. I don't care. When token.
Yeah. That's a big one, and that's like the $1 million question, right? I know everybody's super curious about this. I am too. So yeah, unfortunately, we don't have a date for you. But I can reveal that this is something that we're constantly looking at and want to do it the right way. So we're putting a lot of consideration into it and a lot of homework into it. There's security risk. I mean, I think we've mentioned this before, but there's security risk, there's regulatory and compliance issues and risks with that as well. There's community risk on top of everything like operational stuff. We need to understand what type of token utility do we want to actually bring forth with actually launching a token, whether that's governance or something else. That's something to not take lightly of. There are actually a bunch of projects out there that do play to airdrop campaigns, and what happens after? You see that retention falls, token price drops, and I have not seen many that recouped from that. So, but if you have any projects for us to kind of sample from, look into, please let us know on Discord. We're always there. We're always there to answer questions or to respond to any concerns, and also there to like hear your feedback, what you think would be cool, like what you would like to see. Like we definitely want to hear that. So please go into Discord and let us know. So yeah, truth of the matter is that when players have a farming mindset, they will sell right away when they get token, right? Like even for me, like I have a play and earn mindset. Like I do want to make money. So if I do get airdrop something, I'm definitely gonna evaluate my choices. Like, am I going to stake lock up my token in hopes of getting something more in the future that's not realistic. If I see the psychology of people is just to sell right away, or would I just sell right away, right? So like to me, I would definitely sell right away. So how can you build a sustainable ecosystem around that is something that a lot of Web3 projects or games have to look into. So that's kind of the viewpoint from like a project standpoint. And if you look at it from this like from the macro market wise, the market is down. Launching a token is not going to change that, and it's not going to suddenly increase our user base, our player base. It's not going to suddenly increase the value of our company. A lot of a lot of um, a lot of projects they launch a token wanting to cash out. I'm not like it's not really. It's kind of known that like that's kind of what when companies launch a token, that's kind of what they're doing. Like you can see that. I'm not going to name any projects. I mean, it's a pretty common sentiment that that's what's happening. So it's if anything, launching a token, it's going to do more harm than good in this current market space. Um, yeah, and I actually knew a few projects out there, like based on attending like ABS, like they're delaying their token launch. Like they already announced that they're going to launch a token, but they're delaying it because of the current state of the market. So that was a very long answer to. Sorry, I don't have a date for you. But yeah, that's
Mm.
the answer.
Uh, and no one asked, but I'm gonna say also like Julia earlier was like, ask a question on Discord. We're always online. And I just want to call out that literally Julia in freaking particular is actually chronically online. Like, we're in totally opposite time zones. I'll drop that fact. And she, I'll take a call with her and it'll be 5 a.m. her time. Like, and I'm like, why are you awake? Have you slept? And she hasn't slept. Like, she really is always online and she's always available and ready and to answer questions. So, for real, if you ever have a question, drop it in the Discord and Julia will probably see it within 2 minutes because I don't know when she sleeps. I don't know when she's not online. Um, so shout out to Julia for that. I don't know how you do it. Wish you didn't,
Thanks,
but
thanks,
I love it for
Emergent.
you.
Yeah, it's not just me. On Discord, there's also Jade and also Ryan. Like they help out as well, and then they also answer. Um, but yeah, it's just this past week that I've been chronically online. I guess I'm probably gonna pass out right after this stream. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, thanks for the words of affirmation.
Words of affirmation. Very
Yay!
demure. Okay.
Very
Uh,
mindful. Very cutesy.
very aware.
Any other
Uh,
community questions that I could answer for you?
so I think like for community questions, maybe two more.
Okay,
Um, I'll ask them one at a time.
sure.
So when L2 chain final selection? That's the first question.
Cool. So yeah, that's also a very good question, and I can tell you that we will select that once we have all the token things sorted. So yeah, so no concrete when exactly is that again that goes hand in hand with the previous question. So yeah,
Mm. Okay, so then thank you for answering that. Uh,
you're welcome.
Final question. Shoot, I scrolled too far. When, as all questions start, when new maps or something similar?
I that is kind of similar to this first question. Um, I'm not gonna reveal anything on our content update, but stay tuned for our next content update. It's
Love it, love
coming
it.
hopefully soon. Yeah. Cool. Is that all the community questions? Any questions we can take in chat? Did we miss any questions in chat?
Somebody
Hopefully
asked
not.
Julia a question. Ask Julia. Somebody in chat, if you're listening, please ask
You
Julia.
don't have to.
No, you have to. Julia, what is your favorite? It's not coming from me, it's coming from chat. What is your favorite Taylor Swift song? Chat wants to know.
You know I'm reading chat, right? I don't see that question at
Chat is
all.
asking it. Chat wants to know. I can't help it. I wish I could. Can't help it.
I don't. So honestly, I like a lot of her songs. So it comes and goes. Like every stage, I like different songs. So right now, I'm in the Maroon era, and I like the song Maroon a lot. Like I've been listening to Maroon recently.
Oh, I
Before,
love
like if
that.
you would have asked me, I was at the Tortured Poets Department era where I was listening to that album for the like on repeat. Like I love Fortnite, the game and the song, and I love all like the smallest man who ever lived, and all
The
that. Like
game
I love that
and the
album.
song.
Yes.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's so
Wow, that
good.
was my exact question.
Chat asks. That's literally what I said. Chat wants to know.
Okay. Jade asked, "What was your first ever IRL Web3 experience / event?" Um, it was a community meetup around NFTs. That was when like the NFT boom was just happening, and there were a lot of local like artists. When NFT was more art focused, a lot of local artists were like talking about their NFT collection, what art they created, and it became an NFT. It was a more local community meetup vibe instead of like those big ones. That was my first Web3 event and experience, and that was really fun. Like everybody was so down to talk to everybody's like, "Oh, what are you working on? What's happening with you?" I mean, now people you're doing that too, but it's more focused. Like I have my goals when I network now, because it's more like BD stuff. But before it was just like genuinely curious, like, oh, it was like the vibe was just super different. But yeah. Sorry, what was your first Web3 IRL experience event? Um, Summer intern.
Me? Like me?
I mean, chat asked if you have any you could share. If not, it's
Chat
okay.
did not ask. Jade asked. That's not the same as chat. That's Jade. Jade knows for a fact I've never been invited to anything. I'm constantly scratching and hoping and trying to get invited, and nobody will take me anywhere. I'm not allowed to leave my house. It's not quite what I would call a house arrest, but it's like
Mm,
similar. It's similar to house arrest.
mm. Yeah, it was funny because like in the beginning, like if you compare like the beginning Web3 experiences to now, it's like the focus sort of changed. Or maybe it could be because my focus changed. Like the parties that I went to in the beginning were more art focused, gallery focused. I'm not sure what the Zuki LA Garden party was like, but in the beginning, like those more like exclusive NFT parties were held in galleries, and they have like exhibitions and what are they called, installations of like NFT and like really cool tech show off. So those are the beginning ones, and then these days the events that I go to are more like demo, like game demo, talks, etc. Um, and then I'm also co-hosting events, and then it's more like gamer vibes. So
Wow. Must
I
be nice
wish
to be invited. I wouldn't know.
I mean I you're invited to all my parties or events, but you just have to come here. comes to, you gotta meet me where I'm at.
That's a bill. You're just sending me a bill.
Yes, I am. Yeah, so that was I'm curious if anybody in chat have a Web3 IRL event that they want to share. If not, then yeah, time's up. Not time's up, but like
If not, we're
that's the
leaving.
stream. Yeah, if not, we're leaving. That's the stream.
It's on you now, chat. Carry the convo or I.
Yeah. But that was really cool. I wish, yeah, I think Jade sent us a TikTok, but I don't think I can share that
She
on
did.
stream. But yeah, but if y'all are interested, maybe Jade can share on Discord for folks. Maybe in like one of the, not the main channels, but like a share channel. If you want, Jade. If you don't want to, it's okay. All right.
No, you
Anything
have
else you
to.
wanna?
Jade has to.
Jade has to. Okay, fine. Jade.
Yeah,
Apparently,
sorry.
Summer Intern said you have to share that link on
Yeah.
Discord
Sorry.
if you haven't yet. Maybe share in, I don't know, Breakers Off Duty. That seems like a good channel for it.
Well, there you go.
Oh, it's her personal TikTok. Never mind. I'm okay. I'll be able to watch it. Just chat won't be able to. Sorry, chat. Look it up. Shouldn't be that hard. Or I'll look up some things for y'all. But yeah, that's it. Anything else? If not, that's the stream today. Summer Intern, did you want to ask any last minute questions or call outs? Any call to actions? Because I want to see your avatar light up.
Oh, thank you. Which, by the way, I did draw myself.
Yes, it's so cute. I love your avatar.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I think not a call out, not a anything, nothing, just amusing. Um, I think it's quite fun that every AMA I do, we come closer to understanding and revealing and ultimately doxing who I am as an individual, which is somewhat fun.
Will people get a
I
prize if
like it.
they figure out who you are?
I think they
JK.
should. I think if people do figure it out and put it together and we're like, oh, that's you. I almost said my name. But I didn't. Then I think they should get something special.
Yeah, you can come up with a giveaway if you want.
I'll
For
come up
stuff
with a
that you
giveaway.
don't even have yet.
Yes, they can have this summer intern DustBreakers logo
Signature.
sticker.
Oh. I thought like Duskbreak Summer Interns Duskbreaker Lorebook signature with Summer Intern signature. Oh my god, I can't speak. But yeah, you know what I mean. Summer Intern
Or I could
signed
go
Duskbreaker
wild.
art and lorebook.
I could do an entire rendition of
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift's. I'm trying to think of like the album in particular, but whatever album they choose. I'm sure I know the words, so I could do it like no problema. It'll be so fast.
No
So if you
problem.
figure out me, you get a summer intern Taylor Swift version, summer intern version album. That's what you get.
Mm.
Best of luck.
Mm. Okay. Thanks everybody. I guess that was it. That was the stream, right?
That was it.
What? I said that was the stream.
That was it. That was the
Oh,
stream.
okay. Cool. Make sure to follow our Twitter, our go join our Discord. And then hopefully you'll see something new soon. And if you have any questions, make sure to drop them in Discord. All right. Bye, everybody. Bye, chat. Bye, 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 bye.
Bye.
Bye, 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 bye. I'm saying.